Cambodia is the most heavily bombed country in U.S. military history to this day. And it's the size of Missouri, and people live in palm-thatched huts. Unfolding from there came the Khmer Rouge and the genocide. 1/4 of the population of Cambodia was killed in 3 years. Why is this ignored? Why don't we know this? This was just a mystery to me. I wanted to kind of dig in there and figure that out. And I wanted a book to tell me why my son was an orphan in 2001 because of a war that happened 30 years ago. And there was no book, so I wrote one. Bones That Float is the English interpretation of Chungandait, which means to have good karma or to be lucky. It is the story of how adopting our son 8 years ago led to adopting a whole village where we built a school that now educates 500 children in rural Cambodia. My real passion is I want people to know and become aware. And I used my personal story of adoption because I felt like it was very friendly. It was an easy way to take an American's hand and say, come with me, come see this country, recognize them. That's half the book. The other half of the book is the story of a Cambodian refugee who lived through the Khmer Rouge and came to the United States. The journey leads her to Lander, Wyoming, where she runs a Chinese restaurant, and that's where we met. And in those afternoons in the kitchen, her story of surviving a genocide unfolds. I hope people get out of it that adoption is more than adopting a child. It's really heart-connecting with the whole of humanity. We really are all one. So if something happens there, you're hurting here. When you have an open-hearted adoption experience, you get a real physical understanding of that. I think that one of the reasons I was awarded Peacemaker of the Year is that if you journey through the book and you become aware of this history in a way that is compassionate and loving, and it says, you know, we can fix it. We can right the wrong. That's the answer. I mean, to give this next generation an opportunity to make their country better.